With your Tackle HD fishing report for Table Rock Lake, here's Matt Fielder.
Hey guys, it's Matt Fielder with MJF Guide Service and Modern Outdoor Tackle, giving you your early June fishing report presented by Tackle HD. Guys, the fishing is day to day. It's been pretty good. They did shut the water off. They were dropping beaver, and the bite was really, really good on Table Rock. And then when they shut the water off, it took the fish a little bit of time to get readjusted. We have the lake levels at 917, water temp starting the day around 80, getting up to 85, especially with these warm days. I mean, it shoots up pretty quick. When they're running the water, the bite seems to be better, but they're not running it as consistent right now as they had been, but you can still catch them. When the water is turned off, or even when it's turned on, I've been catching a lot of fish on a drop shot. I've been targeting two types of points. One, a bluff end point with some, little ledges that come down, especially if they have trees on them. And the other one is those long gravel points, your main lake, long gravel points. I've been finding the fish anywhere between 20 and 30 foot of water. As the day goes on, it seems like they get out to that 30 foot, 28, 30 foot. And on the gravel, it seems that the points that have a brush pile out in that 25 to 30 foot range have been better than the barren gravel points. And for the bluff end type points, it seems like the timber points have been better and just have the channel kind of running up next to them. So a bluff end point that is got some flat to it, but the channel runs up and then runs away from it, have been the better points right now as far as the bluff ends go. And then the brush pile gravel points have been better. So what I've been doing out on those points, just to get a good amount of bites, is throwing a drop shot. So here we got two different size weights. So when I'm fishing the treetops, say they're suspended, or even on the gravel when they're suspended, I'm throwing a 1/4 ounce weight because I want that bait to go right to the fish, and it's easier to keep the lighter weight in the strike zone longer, and it doesn't fall as fast. When I'm fishing the bottom, because there's a lot of fish that are on the bottom in that 20 to 30 foot range, whether in the brush or around those trees or just on the bottom, around nothing, just on the rock, I've been going to a 3/8 ounce weight on the drop shot. You just get a little bit better bottom contact with it, and helps you feel around the bottom a little bit better, feel and count those rocks. You don't necessarily have to get right over top the fish. You can cast and then drag, but if you're fishing around a lot of trees, that's a little bit tougher. You just kind of pitch to them and then just watch them on your live scope. Or if you have 2D, you'll see the marks, you'll see your tree, and you'll see the little marks like that, and you just pitch it out, watch your line go to them, and then just kind of like sit it there and like jiggle your rod just a little bit, and you're going to get bit. I've been throwing the Morning Dawn color little worm, and it's been doing really well. I've also thrown in some like KVD Magic. I've also thrown a little bit of green pumpkin. I've thrown in some shad colors, and they've all kind of been working. So the Morning Dawn seems to be just a staple, and I get a lot of bites on it. So if you're looking to just get a ton of bites, Morning Dawn. Another bait that's been working for a lot of bites, I've caught some quality on it, especially some quality smallmouth, is a Pee-wee football jig. I've been throwing a peanut butter and jelly colored Pee-wee football jig. I've been pairing that up with either a Tackle HD speed crawl, the 3.75, and cutting off the first two ribs, as well as the Rage Tail crawl, and also cutting off the first two ribs. I just set the boat out in 25 foot to start, especially early in the morning. I'll set the boat in 20 to 25 foot, and I'll cast all the way up to the bank, and then just slowly just drag it, almost like a Carolina rig, and then just pick up the slack, slowly drag it, and catching them. I've been catching them both on gravel, especially the smallmouth, and then the spotted bass and largemouth I've been catching more on the bluff tip type banks. I've also been throwing a Carolina rig in those areas. That's been really good. This is the Brush Buster by Tackle HD. I've been throwing that a lot. It's pumpkin seed color. It's just real natural, good bait. And as we go, the mid-lake, a little bit in the white, like Baxter area, a little bit in the James, kind of towards Ants Creek. I've been throwing the Trophy Bass Company Pro Bass jig and fishing it in the brush. Now, I've been using the 5/8 ounce jig. I've actually been pairing it with 2 different types of trailers. I've actually been pairing it with the Bass Buster. Put it on there. Just a bigger profile, puts off a lot of displacement, catching a lot of bass doing that, or a bigger size trailer. And I feel like I'm getting better quality bites and actually more bites. I think the water displacement on the bigger profile right now, especially with it being the summertime, is paying off. In those same areas that I'm fishing the jig, so your brush piles or, trees, like flipping out to trees, I've been throwing a big worm. This is the Hog Monster. It's got a really unique action, unlike any other worm. I've been catching a lot of fish on it. A Zumo Monster also has been working for me. I just throw it out and just slowly drag it, just like I was with like the Pee Wee football jig, or I'll work it through a brush pile. And I've been getting a good amount of quality bites doing that, and been catching quite a few bass doing it. If they are running water, I will start picking up my deep diving crankbaits. You just go out to your main lake points, mixed rock, and throw it around. If you're targeting that 15 to 17 foot range, I've been just throwing this +5 bullet crank by Yo-Zuri. Really good bait, really good bait. And then I've been throwing the +7 if I'm out past 18 foot. So that 18 to 25, I've been throwing the +7. I've also been throwing a C25 by 6 cents, and I've also been throwing a Big M 7.5 by Megabass. But the key to this is they basically have to be running water, or you're going to have some strong wind to get them to really bite this crankbait. It's a really good way to catch some big ones and load the boat really quick, but you're going to need that water flow and you're going to need some wind. So it's a lot of cool ways to catch them right now. It's my favorite time of the year to catch bass and catch some big ones and a lot of them. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.
This is one of our new Tackle HD lure kits. Now we currently have 5 different kits available. This particular one features our 5-inch Tackle HD Brush Buster. And as you can see, this package has absolutely everything you need. It's a 42-piece kit. Inside, you're gonna get 6 Brush Busters in the Black Red Flake, 6 in June Bug, 6 in Green Pumpkin, 6 in Pumpkin Seed, and 6 in Watermelon Red. These baits are durable, they're versatile, they're made in Missouri, and down in these bottom 2 compartments, we've thrown in 6 3/8 ounce bullet weights and 6 size 3 extra wide gap hooks. You can find Tackle HD lure kits right now at TackleHD.com. Later this year, look for them in retailers nationwide.